Welcome to No to Deeply Disgusting. And in this episode, we're going to talk about the FBI takedown of some very famous NBA players in sports betting. And guess what, y'all? It's not just all these sports betting. Remember in all my videos when I talk about the mob still exists? I know a lot of y'all around the parts of Mississippi and, Arkansas. Y'all like, nah, no way. But us over here in the East Coast, in the Midwest, Chicago, New York, Connecticut, and Canada, New Jersey, us over here in the East Coast, I know I'm missing some states. You got Pennsylvania. We know that the mob still exists, and this is the proof.
In two major cases, both involving fraud. One involves sports betting, and the other involves illegal gambling, very specifically rigged poker games. The first indictment involves 6 defendants who are alleged to have participated in one of the most brazen sports corruption schemes since online sports betting became widely legalized in the United States. This scheme is an insider sports betting conspiracy that exploits.
Look at FBI Director Patel. Look at him. The Indian looking one. Look at him. He always look like he got to take his shit, right? Every time I see him, he always look like he has to take a shit.
Confidential information about National Basketball Association athletes and teams. The second indictment involves 31 defendants alleged to have participated in a nationwide scheme to rig illegal poker games. These defendants, which include former professional athletes, used high-tech cheating technology to steal millions of dollars from victims in underground poker games that were secretly fixed.
They rigged the machines? Are you telling me they rigged the machines? Oh, I thought it was just like illegal poker and like whoever wins fair, whoever loses fair, whoever. That's fine. Oh, yo, I'm coming to y'all establishment. I get it, it's illegal, but I'm coming to support y'all with my legal money into y'all illegal games. And this is what y'all do? You might as well go to the casino.
The games in the New York area were backed by the Bonanno, Gambino, and Genovese crime families of La Cosa Nostra. Well, the case is
La Cosa Nostra. La Cosa Nostra. Y'all know who the La Cosa Nostra is? Huh? Huh? Let me tell y'all a little something about the La Cosa Nostra. They're bigger than a gang. They're not your Bloods or Crips they're a real organization that will kill you and you will never see an Instagram post about it. That's the La Cosa Nostra.
are separate. There are 3 overlapping defendants charged in both cases: Damon Jones, Eric Ernest, and Shane Hennon. The indictments in these cases contain only allegations, and the defendants are presumed innocent until they are proven guilty in a court of law. But my message to the defendants who've been rounded up today is this: your winning streak has ended. Your luck has run out. Violating the law.
Yo, imagine, a lot of our heroes around the time when I used to watch basketball. I stopped watching it because they've been trading from team to team. You know what I mean? So they not faithful for their own team. So why would I be faithful to the NBA? Like I've been stopped watching NBA. I only watch it like during like the playoffs. But imagine your hero, Chauncey Billups. Dang. Ooh. I remember watching Chauncey Billups at his prime. At his prime. And let me tell you, Chauncey Billups is a legend. That man is a legend. And now we about to watch him live the rest of his life in a striped jumpsuit.
Is a losing proposition, and you can bet on that. First, I would like to talk about United States versus Ernest, the NBA basketball gambling case. The defendants in this case are Eric Ernest, Marvin.
Oh, I was about to say, why do they call it Operation Ernest, but the basketball player name is Ernest?
As Farley, Shane Hennon, De Niro Laster, Damon Jones,
They should have called the Operation Chauncey Billups. Then we would have been like, oh, okay, that Chauncey Billups is not, he ain't coming home no time soon.
former NBA player and coach, and Terry Rozier, a current NBA player.
You know when you got a FBI operation named after you? Man, you better kiss everybody goodbye. You ain't never.
Other co-conspirators were previously charged for their roles in the scheme, including former NBA player Jonte Porter. Between December 2022 and March 2024, these defendants perpetrated a scheme.
Ooh, they had a good run. 22 to 24. Let me tell you, have y'all ever made illegal millions of dollars, like hundreds of millions of dollars for 2 years? That's a good run. Yo, shout out to the Gambinos. Shout out to the Gambinos. Y'all still got it. They thought y'all lost it in after the head honcho got locked up, after Giuliani took y'all down in New York. They thought y'all lost it, but they don't know that y'all got skills that nobody else got. The mob got skills that nobody else got. The mob invented the lotto. The mob invented like how to sell liquor. The mob invented like numbers is the lotto. That's what the state, like the mob.
Scheme to defraud by betting on inside, non-public information about NBA athletes and teams. The non-public information included when specific players would be sitting out future games, or when they would pull themselves out early for purported injuries or illnesses. They relied on corrupt individuals, including Jones and Rozier. They also misused information obtained through long-standing friendships that they had with NBA players and coaches. And in at least one instance, they got their information by threatening a current player, Porter, because of his pre-existing gambling debts. Defendants used this non-public information to place hundreds of thousands of dollars in fraudulent bets, mostly in the form of prop bets on individual player performance. The bets were placed through online sports books and also in person at casinos.
Oh, that's why the mob needed these NBA players. This is why the mob needed these NBA players. I'm just curious of how they approached them. Like, you know how the mob do, they probably approached them. Probably they saw them in a club, ordered them like 10 bottles. And Chauncey Billups was probably like, dang, who orders us 10 bottles? And they probably was like, yo, so them over there, that Mr. Halucia. And Chauncey Billups was probably like, Mr. Halucia, what was he? Was he from Italy? Time I said, hi, man, thank you, man. Then next thing you know, he go to his car, he see a note that say, yo, you better work for us, or it's the end of you. That's how the mob work. That's how they work.
The defendants relied on a network of straw bettors to place the maximum amount of bets to increase their potential profits. Most of these bets succeeded.
Oh, Oh, so when the loser lose for betting all that money, they win double. Smart.
Exceeded, and the intended losses were in the millions of dollars. The defendants then laundered their illegal winnings in various ways: peer-to-peer platforms, bank wires, and simple cash exchanges. The indictment details specific examples where the defendants profited from illegal gambling and illegal betting on various NBA games about the performance of players on, among other things, the
Oh, look, y'all, they got the games right there. United States versus Ernest Estla. Look at that. They betted on the Trailblazer in the book. I saw that. I saw previews of that game. That was 2003. 2003. Wow.
Charlotte Hornets, the Portland Trailblazers, the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Toronto Rangers. Each defendant in the NBA
Oh, we all know who won that game.
basketball gambling case has been charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud and conspiracy to commit money laundering. Now, I would like to turn to the other case, United States versus Aiello, the rigged poker game case. Beginning as early as 2009.
Wait. Are you telling me the FBI have two different cases on the same people? Are y'all telling me the FBI has two cases on the same people? Oh yeah, they not going. Damn, they not coming home. I wonder if Chauncey Billups got a daughter that need that's like 22, 25, 26 and need a little assistance. Don't worry, baby girl. I'll be by your side. If anything happened to your father, I'll be right there beside you, okay?
19, the defendants in this case orchestrated a scheme to use wireless cheating technology to run rigged poker games across the United States, including in the Hamptons, Las Vegas, Miami, and Manhattan. The scheme targeted victims known as, quote, fish, who were often lured to participate in these rigged games by the chance to play alongside former professional athletes who were known as, quote,
They used the NBA. This could not go into the hundreds of millions without those NBA players. They had to use the fame, the name, the recognition. Because even in the illegal world, dudes still want to see a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? They still want to see a celebrity. They got the opportunity to play poker next to Chauncey Billups, next to one of your favorite NBA players. While the mob is right in the next table or in a van listening to everything and just playing and with the gadgets and switching the cards up. And I mean, this is a disgusting scheme, if you ask me. Very disgusting. No. We got to go more into this.
But first, breaking tonight, just as the NBA season tips off, a serious gambling scandal is rocking the league. A player for the Miami Heat and the head coach of the Portland Trailblazers are among more than 30 people accused of schemes involving illegal sports betting and rigged poker games backed by organized crime. Correspondent Nate Foy.
Okay, they said sports betting and rigged poker games. Those are two different operations that the FBI conduct and actually got a grand jury to okay it towards the same people. Chauncey Billups, how can you destroy your life like this?
Has details tonight. live from New York. Good evening, Nate.
Hey, Brett, good evening. So there are two indictments at play here. One includes two former NBA players and coaches accused of conspiring with the mafia in an illegal rigged poker scheme. The other involves an active NBA player accused of faking an injury on the court as part of a sports gambling scheme. That player is Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier. Federal authorities arrested him in Orlando this morning. He appeared in court today. Rozier is accused of exiting a 2023 game with a phantom foot injury so that he and his co-conspirators, including his childhood friend, could make tens of thousands of dollars. Meanwhile, NBA Hall of Famer and current head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers, Chauncey Billups, appeared in Portland federal court today. Billups is accused of coordinating with the mafia.
The NBA is going to destroy him. They're going to destroy whatever plaque he has, whatever Hall of Fame he has. Whatever dark secrets he had, baby mamas from Trinidad. These dudes travel all over. They got kids. Y'all, if y'all think that y'all see the kids in America and y'all be like, oh, Chauncey Billups got 2 kids, you are crazy. These men got baby mamas all over the planet, even in Antarctica. Even in Antarctica, they got a baby mama. The NBA is going to destroy him. This destroys the reputation of the NBA because now, who else is doing this? How many more coaches out here are doing this? How many players right now are faking injuries? You think because it happened once, it is not happening now and it never happened before? Huh? Are you dumb or dumb? They doing this now. I don't care what nobody say. There's a group of people right now, coaches, basketball players, that got a whole different operation. The operation is probably called Operation Sandbag and fake the injury. Give me a sandbag and let's fake this injury. And let's lose this game so we can win millions. Meanwhile, other fans out there that watch us and love us and they dedicate their life to us. There's some guys that are losers. You know how many guys I know that are losers because they love sports so much? I know about 20 guys right now that live in a mama's basement and can't tell you nothing about nothing else, but they could tell you what the Trailblazers did in 1977. They could tell you all the stats from the Trailblazers from 1977, and they probably never had a job since 1977. You know what I mean?
During rigged poker games where victims lost more than $7 million over 6 years. Prosecutors say they used this shuffling machine to cheat. They also allegedly used X-ray tables to secretly view cards. But that's not all, Brett. The indictment reads in part, quote, the defendants also utilized other cheating technologies, such as electronic poker chip trays that could secretly read cards placed on the poker table, and playing cards that had markers visible only to individuals wearing specially designed contact lenses or sunglasses.
This is like some 007 type shit. We in 007 right now. Like we're actually on a mission. We're on a mission. They had X-ray tables. They had glasses that you had to wear to especially read the card. Not even glasses. They had contact. Do you know how much it costs to invest in contact lens with special capabilities? We're not talking about, you're not just buying, I got green contact. You buying contacts that can see through a human. Oh, these dudes. I gotta give credit where credit's due. Okay, I know it's illegal, it's messed up, I get it, but listen. This ain't no 4 Negroes running in the liquor store trying to get a few dollars from the cashier and body 4 people. We talking about a white collar operation that is so sophisticated. They got a round of applause.
Former NBA player and coach Damon Jones is listed in both indictments. So that means he's accused of partaking in the illegal rigged poker games and selling insider information for NBA.
Oh, he said, "Nah, I want to be down. I want to be down with both of these operations, man. I'm trying to make money, man. I'm trying to put my family in a whole nother bracket. A whole nother bracket." But what y'all just fail to realize is that you in the United States of America. The feds are everywhere.
bets.
This is the insider trading saga for the NBA. We're talking about tens of millions of dollars in fraud and theft and robbery across a multi-year investigation.
The NBA said both Billups and Rozier have been placed on leave from their respective teams immediately. This is also the same investigation that resulted in a lifetime ban for former Toronto Raptors player Jonte Porter, who admitted to altering his play during games. He's set to be sentenced in December. Brett?
Oh, I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. The NBA gave him a lifetime ban. He's not allowed even on the property of any NBA. Any NBA property, he's not even allowed in the building. He can't even go to an NBA game, I heard. He's not allowed at all. This is how the NBA do when you messing up their money and you messing up their reputation. Chauncey Billups is a coach. That was an NBA player. Chauncey Billups is a coach. What do y'all think they gonna do to him?
Nate, thank you.
Let's bring in Joshua Ritter, criminal defense attorney, former prosecutor, and a Fox News contributor. Joshua, great to have you on. I want to play this soundbite because I think it's fascinating. This is the commissioner of the NBA, Adam Silver, but it was 2 days ago on the Pat McAfee show, and he's talking about gambling and how it needs to be reined in. Watch this.
But we've asked some of our partners to pull back some of the prop bets, especially when they're on two-way players, guys who don't have the same stake in the competition, where it's too easy to manipulate something which seems otherwise small and inconsequential to the overall score. We're trying to put in place and learning as we go and working with the betting companies some additional controls to prevent sort of some of that manipulation.
He's trying to talk about the prop bets there, which we talked about earlier, meaning, hey, how many, if you talk about somebody like Terry Rozier, how many points is he going to get? How many rebounds? How many, assists and so forth? And if it's over or under, you win a certain amount of money. And then the players are accused of manipulating that, Josh.
Yeah, do you think he thought...
Oh, I get it. I get it. Yes, I get it. Because you as a player could bet on a prop betting on yourself through a family member. If you bet, I'm going to make 3 rebounds, all you have to do is just be like, bet that I make 3 rebounds, and then me as the player, I'll just go in the game and I make sure I only do 3 rebounds. Next thing you know, I'll tell my family member, like, bet $5 million, I only make 3 rebounds. So then that night, my family member, we doubled up on $5 million. I mean, it is a way to really, it could be easily manipulated by all the NBA players. I'm telling you, if you're watching NBA right now, everything that you're watching is fake. Everything that you're watching in the NBA right now is fake because all the players are manipulating the game. They're not satisfied with their salaries all the time. Not everybody's making a LeBron money. They are manipulating the game. If you're watching NBA right now and you're taking it serious, you're a fool. Because right now, the NBA, everything is fake. Everything is fake. And I'm telling you, the NBA knows this themselves. You have the commissioner. He just said it online. There's a video of him saying that it could be manipulated, and it is probably being manipulated. That's why he's working with the sport betting companies. Then it'll be, I need to do, or somebody need to do a video on the NBA being fake. Everything right now is every rebound, every free throw, every 3-point shot, every catch, it's all fake. Every last one. Trust me. Every last one is fake.
Something might be coming.
Right,
I mean,
right.
It sounds a lot like it. It's exactly what we're talking about here, is that this is a stat that no one, you and I, a casual viewer of the NBA, is going to pay attention to. Whether or not one player goes over or under on his time played or the amount of points that he has. But to people betting, it can be a big bet. And especially if they have inside information that he might be pulling himself out of the game early, the consequences could be millions of dollars in Vegas.
Yeah, and the thing to me is, you look at both of these different.
I could say, I could go to my cousin and say, bet that I get an injury tonight. I could jump up, fall down, and fake a phantom injury, and my cousin could win $1 million.
Cases, and you look at the poker one and you're like, yeah, I mean, this is the mafia. I mean, it's egregious, really bad. And but it's been going on for a lot of years. They're using new technology to cheat in poker and using coaches to lure other, high, big whales in.
You see the mafia, what make the mafia so great is that you see street gangs, you see they call themselves organizations, but they really not. They're nothing but a bunch of thugs that are fools. They just running around killing each other left and right. Nobody's making no money. They doing the same thing. But you see the mob, they reinvent themselves. The mob is like the internet. The mob is like the internet. First we had MySpace, now we got TikTok. The mob was MySpace. Now the mob, the Italian mob, they're TikTok. The Jewish mob, there is a Jewish mob. Y'all forgot the Jewish mob built Miami? Did y'all forget? Y'all didn't watch the series on Stars? The series called Blue Magic is based on the Jewish mob building Miami through murders, gambling, and drugs. Murders, gambling, and drugs. That was the Jews.
In, as they're known in Vegas, the big gamblers. But this NBA thing, I mean, it goes to the very integrity of the game, Josh.
Absolutely. I think that part of it is going to have consequences way beyond today. I mean, you're right. A shady card game taking place in some back room of a bar. A lot of people are going to work.
This dude look like a wrestler model, right? He looked like he need to be like a wrestler / model. Like, what's yo, if y'all working with him on a news show, man, make sure y'all wives don't get nowhere near him, okay?
Worry about that years from now, but the integrity of the NBA and whether or not players are involved in throwing games and the consequences this could have in Vegas, this is going to have ramifications for years to come.
And it's interesting because you talk about, well, his buddies were betting $10,000 on this and this person was betting this. And you're thinking, listen, you got a guy like Terry Rozier was making $26 million a year. What are you spending, what are you ruining your career for, allegedly, for $10,000 so your buddy can win?
It makes no sense. We were talking about this earlier. I don't understand it. What is the appeal? Is it just that they're interested in the hustle of it?
It's the hustle of it. There's no reason. Somebody that's making $26 million. That's why I always say some people don't need to make money. Some people don't need to make generational money. You have a guy that is making $26 million a year, and he thinks it's a good idea to join an illegal sports betting operation just to make a few $1,000s. It's some dudes, they come from the street and they making this incredible amount of money, but they can't get the stupid streets out of their brain. They still want to be known as some type of hustler. Like, they want to be like, yo, back on the block, I was hustling. Yo, I'm not just only an NBA player, I'm also a hustler. Like, why you just can't be just an NBA player,
that they can't take themselves out of that excitement of being involved in the betting somehow or having this inside information. But you're right, they're making millions of dollars. This is not the kind of money that you would expect for them to make these types of decisions about.
I want to play this very quickly. This is Stephen A. Smith, and he's talking about, bringing a little political.
Stephen A. Smith coming on, y'all. Make sure. Make sure y'all put this. Listen, y'all could change. I will allow y'all to go to another YouTube show, and I will allow y'all to press mute because we about to listen to Stephen A. Smith comment on some shit.
Political stuff into this whole mix. Watch.
Trump is coming. Don't be surprised if the WNBA is next on his list. We've seen athletes get in trouble with the law before. You don't see the director of the FBI having a press conference. It's not coincidental. It's not an accident. It's a statement. Talk to people in the NBA. Talk to people in the NFL. Talk to people in the world of sports. They think this is like the tip of the iceberg.
It's not just a little bit of this and that with Stephen A. One thing, it began under the Biden administration. Nate Floyd was talking about one of these poker games in 2019, began a long time ago. The other thing, it goes to the very...
I disagree. And the reason why I disagree with Stephen A. is not because we just love Trump. No, we're part of the idealism. We're not part of Trump. Trump is a person. The Republican Party been around for a long time. The reason why I disagree is because they actually was doing illegal activity, sir.
Very integrity of the entire NBA, which is a multi-billion-dollar sport around the world.
I do agree with Stephen A. at least on one point, that I do think it's the tip of the iceberg. I can't imagine. Too. I mean, every time you look.
I do agree that is the tip of the iceberg. I think that is more to come, but I don't think it's because of Trump going after them. It's because they're literally curating machines and having underground sports betting operations. Like, you can't make this up.
Look at these federal indictments. You got to look at who are the unindicted co-conspirators that may not even be named. Right. Those are people cooperating, and there could be more information coming.
You wonder the big names. I mean, that's the whole thing, is we've gotten these names, but as this investigation gets deeper and you start looking at more different bets along the way, the name list tends to go up.
Seems to me like this is more of a mob story that found some NBA.
It's all a scam. Every free throw, every dribble, every dunk, every back pass, forward hand pass is all a scam. The NBA sucks today. I don't watch the NBA. I watch the NBA during the greatest time. What do I need to watch it now for? I watched Kobe play. I watched Jordan play. I watched Allen Iverson play. I watched the great play. I watched Boston at his time. I watched the Knicks at their time. The LA, the Golden State. I watched them at their prime. Why do I need to watch the NBA now? Why? To watch a whole bunch of dudes with muscular legs and shorts? Nah, I'm good. It's all fake. I don't care what nobody say. The commissioner saying it himself. He just said a lot of things are being manipulated. It's being manipulated, and y'all still want to buy a jersey. Like, comment, and subscribe, you fools. No, not y'all that subscribe. I'm talking about the people that, disagree. But y'all that's subscribing to me, make sure y'all subscribe and press that like button. Make sure you press that like button. And if you got 2 YouTube channels, you do it on both of them, okay? I'll see y'all later and catch y'all on the next show. Dad, she kind of bad. I didn't even know this white woman right here. She ain't bad. She a little